All right, for more on this, we now have roped in a political analyst, Dr. Levy Ndou. Dr. Ndou, a very good afternoon to you and thank you so much for your time. So today's testimony before the Madlanga Commission again painted a picture of power dynamics and, of course, alleged capture within the city of Ekurhuleni structures. Let's talk then about how Mkhwanazi described Dr. Mkhwanazi as an unreasonable boss whose inner circles could not be challenged. I mean, speak to us about what this reveals about just the internal governance culture in Ekurhuleni and how typical this kind of power dynamic within local government structures is in the country.
Unati, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to the viewers at home. The picture painted by Mr. Mkhwanazi appears to be suggesting that there could be a cycle that is in existence in the municipality, and this cycle is dominant, and it's a cycle that is untouchable. It is a cycle that is characterized by elements of dominance, by elements of ensuring that certain individuals are protected whilst other individuals are harassed. It also paints a picture of what can be described as workplace bullying, where employees or colleagues are treated with disrespect, are shouted at, and they are actually instructed to do things that in some instances could not be right. But what therefore appears to be the bigger picture is that there's also an element of infringing on other people's space of work responsibilities by those that have got more powers in the system. It cannot be only the situation in Ekurhuleni. It could be a situation elsewhere where you find people that are given responsibilities or higher positions in the work environment abusing their positions in the interest of a certain small clique, or only to ensure that some people continue to be mistreated within the system.
I mean, let's talk then about, what else we heard from just a criminality perspective. I mean, the Commission heard how a private company, CAT VIP Security Services, was granted these sweeping law enforcement powers under an irregular agreement. I mean, how significant is this testimony in just the broader context of municipal corruption and blocking of disciplinary processes against what we've heard against Brigadier Mkhwanazi? I mean, could this kind of administrative intimidation be also a symptom of political interference?
If this is proven to be true, at the end of the day, it will characterize an element where people who know what is wrong and what is right will deliberately opt to do what is wrong. When you know that this is not the property of the municipality, and therefore you utilize the resources of the municipality into those properties in order to achieve certain desired results that do not benefit the recipients of the services that you're supposed to give, that is a deliberate act of wrongdoing. It is also a deliberate act of ensuring that those that are doing wrong continue to benefit from the system, whilst those that are supposed to be the recipients of the services do not get anything. So it is about an ethical conduct, it's about issues of morality, but it is also an attempt to collapse the principles of good governance. And I think government has to take action against this kind of activities.
Many of which, as we've heard also in the ad hoc committee, are activities that are well known. I mean, I want to ask you just on that last point that you make. I mean, what do you make then of Ekurhuleni Mayor Dr. Mkhwanazi saying that those are found to have acted wrongfully within the structures of the Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Police Department will face the full might of the law. I'd like to think that we've heard that before. I mean, do you think that this will change now that we are hearing this at the Madlanga Commission, at the ad hoc commission? Just the culture of entrenched intimidation, it would seem. I mean, we heard how some people are fearful and are paralyzed, in fact, with fear in terms of speaking up.
South Africa has got systems and processes that are supposed to be followed. And indeed, South Africa is capable, and it has proven that it is able to develop ways in which the conduct in different government levels and institutions is regulated. South Africa has been the champion of ensuring that the public service that we have is supposed to work in a manner that is acceptable, in a manner that responds to the mandate given to them by the citizens.
Yeah, Dr. Ndou,
but when you look at...
some would argue that that's all on paper, though, that it's not something that is practiced in many of our government departments, even at corporate level, that we have these best written constitutions and strategies and structures, but that never amounts to or equals to some form of accountability.
The unfortunate part is that those that are given the responsibilities to act on wrongdoing are the ones who appears not to be interested, or maybe they are not properly capacitated to deal with wrongdoing. People who are doing wrong things, both in the private and the public sector, are doing that knowing that what they are doing is wrong, because there is a constant emphasis on how individuals in both the public and the private sector are supposed to conduct themselves. And if you look at the level of wrongdoing, of bullying, of circles that are conducting themselves in unethical behavior, the number is higher than the number of those that are doing right. And I think it's important that with the commissions like the Madlanga Commission, our mindset has to change. Those who are seen to be doing wrong should face the might of the law, but also those who are given the responsibility to ensure that such people are brought to book should also up their game and ensure that wrongdoing is not tolerated at all.
Yeah, at least South Africa is definitely watching now. Political analyst Dr. Levy Ndou, thank you so much for your time.